Welcome to Belfast. So we got off at Lanyon Place station. There are a couple of stations in Belfast you can use, but we've taken this one so we could come along to St George's Market. Well, to be honest, that's only about half true. We knew St George's Market in name only, but had no idea what it was like or if it would even be open. Thankfully it was, and we'd thoroughly recommend a wee visit, for some food if nothing else.
What's inside? Potatoes, carrot.
Stuff.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, you will love it. It's good. Yum, 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 yum.
I'm glad we didn't get one each, it's massive.
I know.
After the market we headed into the centre of Belfast. It wasn't the sunniest day, but that Irish stew sure warmed us up enough to keep us going until a liquid lunch. The city centre has a fair few historic buildings from different eras sitting next to each other. Here we have the famous Crown Bar from the Victorian times, right across the road from the 1970s Europa Hotel, a building that suffered numerous attacks during the Troubles. It wasn't long before we'd found another of Belfast's famous pubs, the Duke of York, where I also found a bit of competition in a race to the bottom of the glass. Hey, how are you beating me by so much?
Hey, I knew you did this on purpose. You did this on purpose.
In the afternoon we went for a walk up the Falls and Shankhill roads, names that are so familiar from my childhood despite never having been there. The Peace Wall runs in between, and this is another important reminder of Belfast's past and an opportunity to leave your message on this famous boundary wall. It was then on to our B&B for a typical friendly Irish welcome. Let's go. What a beautiful evening it is now. And we're staying at Mary's B&B tonight. Oh my god. She is just the best host. For all of you that say I don't know how to treat a girl, Italian food, she said. Of course, I said.
I said traditional Belfast cuisine. Delicious pizza, baked to perfection.
We're just 5 minutes from our bed and breakfast. We've got a lovely park. The floodlights you see in the back, that's Cliftonville Football Club. And that looks like Arthur's Seat.
Or as Irish people would say, Arthur's Seat looks like this.
Cave Hill's where you'll find the zoo, the castle, and beautiful sweeping views out over the whole city. Or so we're told. We had no time to visit on this trip, I'm afraid.
Contradicts itself a bit.
I love it.
This one should do not go on ice, and this one should danger, no ice.
Thanks for the breakfast. The next morning we got a taxi down to the harbour. Now our main reason for coming down this way was to visit Titanic Belfast, but it also turned out to be our favourite part of the city just to go for a walk and see all the activity on the River Lagan. And down here, Samson and Goliath, the old Harland Wolff gantry cranes, are always in view. Here's the steam packet. This impressive looking ferry will take you all the way to the Isle of Man in under 3 hours. A future trip report for sure. Here's what we came for this morning, Titanic Belfast. A tour as impressive as its building, which incidentally was designed to stand at the same height as the fated liner, minus our funnels. The tour really takes you back in time and certainly makes you think about every stage of this tragic story, from all the work that went into the building of the largest ship afloat, to all the loss of life on our maiden voyage to New York. It's more of an account of the history rather than a museum of artefacts, of which there would be few available anyway, but it's pulled together so well. And the view out the window, that's not too bad either, looking down here on the very dry dock from which she was launched in 1911. One of my favourite parts of the tour was the gallery of photographs, taken by a very fortunate employee who was ordered off the ship in the then named town of Queenstown, before the fateful transatlantic crossing, and I think we all have an idea how that ended. If you get the chance to visit Titanic Belfast, don't forget that your ticket also gives you access to the SS Nomadic. We knew about this but still almost forgot on the day. This is a former tender to White Star liners including Titanic, and she's the only surviving Thomas Andrews design left anywhere in the world, so this is one vessel not to be missed. You know what she wants to do at the front, don't you? Unfortunately, limited time and video clips means that's about it for this bonus feature of Belfast, but clearly it's a part of the world that needs exploring more in future. Maybe a flight next time into George Best Airport. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and I'll be back with something a little bit more comprehensive soon. See you then.